Hello, and welcome to my Let's Play of Slay the Princess, a demo from the same developers as Scarlet Hollow, which you can find. I've uploaded episode 1 of Scarlet Hollow on YouTube, and I've also played through to episode 3, which the rest of them you can find on Twitch until I get them uploaded to YouTube. So if you enjoyed this game, check out Scarlet Hollow. The developers is Black Tabby Games, and I really enjoyed Scarlet Hollow, so I'm really excited to play this demo. So why don't we get into it? And if you do like the video, please feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Give me a like. Sorry, I was not expecting that. I thought the menu was going to stay the same. So Slay the Princess. The premise is that you're supposed to... This princess is in a basement. You're supposed to kill her to save the world, apparently. Ooh, I'm loving the atmosphere already. It's already very good. I am nervous because it's nighttime here, everybody's gone to bed, and I'm playing a spooky game. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh no, did I take the cursor away? I think I'm actually gonna get rid of the cursor. I just thought it was cute. It's like a little wolf hand. But it might be distracting, so I'm gonna turn that off. Hopefully I can cut this too. Alright, so let's begin. Also, I left the content warning up there. You can read more of the content warning on their website, which I've linked below. So if you need to check that before watching, please go ahead. It did say, I think the main thing was there'd be some slight flashing of lights. So it's just something to keep in mind. Let's make sure subtitles are on. I think the volume is actually pretty good. We can adjust this if we need to. I'm guessing. I think I'm not sure that there's going to be any reading. I think it's just going to be. I think it's going to be. It's voice acted and it has a narrator, so I'm not sure how much reading we're going to be doing. But I think controls. Shift A. Okay, so I think this is mainly. Yeah, it's mainly a point-and-click game. It should be similar to Scarlet Hollow. Let's see. Chapter 1: The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh, well, you can kind of move the woods around.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, so hold on. I think I will turn the... I'm gonna crank that down a bit. I am afraid it'll be kind of too loud. Oh, okay, so we have choices. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? That's kind of how I feel. Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with... You know what? This is the option for me. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Walk towards the cabin, turn around and leave. Okay, let's see. End of the world region. That's a good... These are all good points. But honestly...
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
You sure about that?
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Okay.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement in the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. I think we need evidence. Have you considered that maybe... Okay, so we've seen that. Yeah, these are all the options we had before.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out. Which she will, unless you do something about it.
But why us? Like, who are we? You know? That's what I'm saying. Who are we, and why are we having to be the ones to do this? Okay, what happens if she gets out?
The harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her, because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down.
Okay. So is she evil? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I guess? Can't someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules.
Who is making the rules?
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
I wonder who we are. Who do you think we are?
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Okay, let's see. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed.
I wonder if this is like a choices... I'm assuming this is like a choices matter type of game.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Sorry, I've got like cat hair all over my face. Because Penny, my cat, was snuggling up on me and just like around my head and everything, and all her fur just went in my nose, and I probably rubbed like most of my makeup off under my nose because of it.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Wait, what? Wait, has he got multiple personalities?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
It's pretty small, you know? It's kind of small.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Are we ready to enter the basement? I'm really liking the sound design.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's Commanding, almost as though she's the one in charge down here.
Oh, the voice from earlier was the voice of the hero.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. I'm not gonna say anything.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Because I have no idea what I'm in for.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Just ignore this blade in my hand. I was just, whittling. Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nah. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk, steal your nerves, and step forward. Oh, I don't know if we should say I haven't decided yet. If she's actually as tricky as this narrator is telling us, then we don't want to give her any doubt. So I'm just going to stay silent.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Oh.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Oh.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I don't think it's going to be easy either way, but what if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? Oh! Oh, this is it! This is where we decide. I do want to find out if she can't.
You go into this expecting to die. You're going to die.
Wait, so we're expecting to die?
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
let's just... We haven't said anything to the princess, so... I'm gonna go with what I normally wouldn't choose, which I would probably... My first choice would be to drop the blade, so I'm gonna go with opposite, and we're just gonna see what happens if we slay the princess. I have a bad feeling about this, but let's go for it.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand. You've already lost the battle. She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow. We shouldn't have hesitated. But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down.
The sound effects.
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes black, and you die.
Wait, there's a chapter 2?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Is this us? Are we just doing this over and over again?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait, hasn't this already happened? I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. But I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. Oh, don't you worry. I'll gladly slay that princess. She's got it coming.
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's going to kill us again. Oh, is there another one of us in here? If you go to the cabin, you might as well just throw yourself at her feet and beg for mercy.
Oh, are we the narrator? Are we the narrator too?
You are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff that pathetic little voice to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Oh, don't you worry. Okay, let's just do it. Let's actually, no hesitation. Screw this, I'm getting the hell out of here. I mean, that's kind of... Nah, let's go with, oh, don't you worry. I'll gladly slay that princess. She's got it coming.
Such magnificent gusto. We'll all be in the clear in no time.
I have a feeling that I'm gonna keep dying over and over again.
I have one last warning for you. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. It's not her lies that'll stop us. I must admit, I'm a little worried about going back in there. I don't want to be as much of a downer as my new roommate, but we were definitely outclassed last time. She seems more demon than princess. Ignore them, they don't know what they're talking about. She's just a princess. Don't get all in your head about it.
Okay, let's go in the cabin. I don't know if there's a way out of this. And
The
it is just a
interior of
demo.
The cabin is larger than it should be. The only item of furniture is a plain wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I'm thinking the blade isn't what we need. I'm thinking we have to slay her with words.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah, but it didn't help us last time.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old wooden staircase. The steps are wide and deep. The air seeping up from below is heavy and oppressive, with an odd, eggy stink to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I'm gonna go and skip the next dialogue since we've heard it before.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Ooh, she didn't have a fierce voice before, though.
Who's there?
Her voice is different now. That's kind of cool.
It's somehow even fiercer than it was before.
Of course it is. Don't let it intimidate you. You carefully make your way down the stairs.
Oh,
As you
she's...
descend the final
she's
step,
got a
the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Is it just me, or is she bigger than last time? It looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
I told you. It's pointless.
I was wondering when I might have company. Free me from my bindings, and maybe I'll let you live for a while.
Oh gosh, I don't think that blade is gonna be enough. That was it! That was the demo. That was a lot shorter than I thought it would be. Should we play again and see, should we play again and see what kind of options we'll get if we talk to her? Let's do that. Okay, let's walk towards the cabin.
You make your way up. A warning. She will lie. We're not going to go... Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I don't know if... I can't tell if I'm actually starting it over again. I am on chapter 1, so I think I am.
The interior of the cab, the blade...
We're not even going to take a blade. We're just going to enter the basement. We're just going right in. No blade.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice softly carries...
See, it's soft in chapter 1. It's fierce in chapter 2.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Yeah, let's lie. Or let's continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to... You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
She's beautiful.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Oh, because we're not holding a knife. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
She's got the doughy eyes out. What's your name? I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently a threat to the world. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I have this cat hair on my nose is driving me batty. Keep her locked away. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. without saying another word. Let's find out what her name is.
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
Well, that's interesting.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
It's not adding up here.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, it is.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too
I want to
late.
know a little bit more.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
hardly
but
relevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
The
What are you gonna
princess
do if I let you
hesitates
out
before
of here?
responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
is the narrator talking to through our mind?
Are you looking for the truth or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Well, we're gonna die either way, right? I feel like we are. It's not gonna matter. So everything else is... Should we try to help her escape this time, since we're probably gonna die? Let's let her out and see what happens.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm just curious.
You're making a huge mistake.
We're not gonna... We can't slay the princess. The blade isn't enough. We need some fire, maybe a silver bullet. I don't know. How do you kill a demon? I don't know.
No, you're doing the right thing.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere. Okay.
Okay. I'll be here.
Alright, so we're
Good
probably
luck.
gonna get the blade and then use that to break the
You
chains off.
attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Is someone else here?
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
I mean, obviously we heard it lock, but, you know, just had to try.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Sorry.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Do we want to free her? I want to free her. I want to see what happens.
Fine. Against your better judgment,
Oh!
you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted
I
wound
thought we were
on
just
the
gonna
princess's
pick the
arm,
lock.
just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Oh.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Oh.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Sorry, my dog. That's true. She should be screaming.
No, she didn't.
Why didn't she just do that in the first place?
She clutches the wound, softly smiling as her gaze meets yours. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Oh.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
We're being controlled.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Oh. We can warn her.
Stop that.
Oh, I thought this was all a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges. Wait, she dodges? Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
We're gonna keep
The
resisting.
blade. Move the blade.
I'm sorry. I can see you're doing your best to resist what's happening to you. I'll try and make this quick.
What's happening?
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. You feel her
Oh,
claws
the
on
sound
your cheek,
effects.
then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained red as your blood seeps into the fabric.
There's no way out of this. Is this just gonna be an endless cycle?
When she manages to escape from this place and bring ruin to the world, know that it was all your fault.
But we can't kill her.
You can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh boy.
You're
What?
on a path in the woods.
Okay.
You're here.
Mm. Alright. So I'll just go to the cabin. Just silently.
I have one last warning for you. She will lie. She will cheat.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to.
I'm not taking it. I'm not taking the knife.
Did you just say the word wink out loud?
No, I didn't. Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
I like how now it's a voice of doubting instead of the voice of the broken. It makes me wonder what other voices you can get.
The interior of the cabin is the blade is your implement.
Okay, we're not taking the blade. Well, you know what? We'll take the knife.
You take the blade
Let's
from the
get this
table.
over with.
It'd be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Let's enter the basement.
The door to the basement, her voice carries softly up the stairs.
It's soft this time. It's soft again. Because in the other playthrough, it was fierce, I think.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's even more hypnotizing. Is it more hypnotizing than before, or is that just what we want it to be?
Sorry, I should have let the other part play. I thought it was going to be the same dialogue.
I think we're in love. For everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just don't let her charm you. It's all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's still so beautiful. And she has both of her arms again. Did everything we just went through actually happen? It must have, because she's different. Can't you tell?
She looks smaller. Doesn't
You.
she?
I remember you. You're going to help me get out of here, right?
Oh. Wow. Well, I'm excited to see where this goes. It seems interesting, and I like all the different choices you can get. But yeah, it's got the same. I love the art style. It's pretty much the same art style as Scarlet Hollow, which I really enjoyed. But yeah, I can't wait to play the full game, which I'm not sure when it's going to be coming out. They just have the demo out right now. You can play the demo on Steam and itch.io. But yeah, if you liked this, check out Scarlet Hollow from the same developers. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Bye.